Hi, everyone. So glad to see all of you here. Welcome to ES, Enlightened Sapiens. So we hold these sessions every weekend. And I'm sure you've heard this so many times from Karan. And you know why we do our sessions. So Enlightened Sapiens is a community. We we focus on helping people find their passion, grow in their passion. Yeah. And I hope I'm audible. If anybody can just text in the chat box, yes or no. Can you hear me? Yes, perfect. Awesome. So yes, we're a community that helps people grow and find their passion. And today we have somebody who is going to teach us from her journey. And that's the whole idea, right? So we learn from other people's journey so we don't have to go through the same troubles as they went through. So we help each other find our way and grow, right? Isn't that the best way to live? Being strong in a community, right? So today we have Sushmita with us, and so she's a just a very quick
I'll help you out, Nicole. Sorry about my audio.
okay, perfect. Your audio is
And
working.
thanks, Nicole, as always, for always being there. So Nicole's part of the ES team, and so we had a little technical glitch. But I'm going to quickly reiterate what Nicole so beautifully said. Is that we've been holding these sessions every weekend, and the reason why we hold these sessions free of cost is because we want to make sure there is no entry barrier to happiness. We're trying to help you discover things that make you happy, and we're trying to do this in various fields from meditation, hiking, gardening, art. And the whole idea is that you learn what makes you happy so that you can further your interest. And when you're ready with this knowledge, you can give back to the community, right? And we're trying to create a self-sustaining society, a community, so as to speak. And the good news is that as of this week, our community is 10,000 strong. So if you haven't checked out our Instagram page or a YouTube channel, I do recommend you to do so, because that's how we're able to connect to you and give this knowledge out. And that's what we're here to do today as well. We are here to learn, right? Learn what we love. And today to give back with her knowledge, as Nicole rightfully said, is Sushmita Mehta. And Sushmita, I'm going to give you a small brief about her. She's a psychologist and a special ed. And her burning desires to contribute to the country and make people more aware about mental health issues and more vocal about mental health issues. And today she's going to help us understand overthinking, and there's a fine line between thinking and overthinking. And she's going to help us the triggers of overthinking and how it affects us emotionally, mentally, as well as physically. So I won't take much of your time. I hope we, at the end of the session, we're able to understand ourselves a little better. And over to you. Use the chat box. Of course, keep it clean. It's a learning platform. Use it clean, keep it clean, and use the raise hand button. And I'm very excited. Over to you, Sushmita.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Nicole and Karan, for the warm welcome. So, hi everybody. As you all know about me, like Karan has already introduced me. So, we will go with the topic. So, today's topic is something which we all actually face and which we all are eager to know. Okay, what is overthinking and how does it start? How does it affect us? And why we are in the loop and why that doesn't make us feel right. So here I'm going to tell you, like I'll take you to the journey of starting from what is overthinking, and I'll leave you with the at the end I'll leave you with the tips. Like, okay, how can you identify? How can you actually track your own thoughts, and how you can just maybe you can just give a stop or pause there, or you can not get into the loop. So it kind of make you will it will make you feel ease. So today's presentation is all about overthinking. I'll just share my screen so that you also have the visual presentation in front of you if you're not able to follow my instructions. Nicole or Karan, can you just allow me to share my screen?
Here you go. You can. Sorry about that.
Yeah, no issues. Okay, I hope everyone can see my screen, right? It's visible. All right. Sorry, just give me a second. All right, yeah. Okay,
Go
so
ahead,
can
Sushmita.
yeah.
You can share your PPT now.
All right. Okay. So today's topic is, as we all know, what is overthinking is all about thinking too much or thinking over and over again on the same topic or on the same thoughts. And that creates a loop in our head. And then we don't feel that our brain is kind of, calm, and we feel that, okay, brain is like too much on and it's not shutting it off. So we can see first today's so today I'm going to cover with all of this. One is like, what is overthinking, how does it start, how does it affect us, what are the signs, how do we even come to know whether we fall into this overthinking pattern. Then through activities we will also see how it helps us, and then we will see how we can break the habit of this. So this is like the whole idea for today's topic. Now, so thinking too much instead of acting or doing things. So we are not taking those things into action and we are just thinking over it. And then we feel, okay, it's too much, we are stuck and we don't know how to go about it. So this is a general definition of overthinking. And then we will see like, how does it start. We say, okay, it just started, I don't know, today only I'm overthinking, it did not happen before. So in first, let us understand, it starts with only one single emotion, and that is fear. Fear of something. So that fear is related to your thought, and this is where your negative things which has happened or might will happen, your thinking pattern goes over there. So with just single emotion called fear, our thoughts channelize and that forms a loop. So this is how we can identify and we can see, okay, what kind of fear does we have. We have fear of losing someone, we have fear of failure, we have fear of not succeeding in life, or what is it. So this is how we can focus on our pattern. Now, to track our overthinking thought pattern, what can be done? Like, you just cannot track it just like that. So, what you can do is you can actually identify the situation. When was the first time you started developing? When was the first time you had this, okay, my thoughts are repeating again and again? That first incident, because of which situation you started following this track and started following the pattern. So this is how you develop the single emotion, with the single emotion fear. So this is how your it starts. Now, what are the signs and symptoms? So the signs and symptoms is, we either worry about the past or we worry about the future. So past, as in, maybe if you have had some conversation with someone, you might come home and you might retrack, okay, I didn't sound stupid, right? I didn't say something which makes me feel that, okay, she's not good enough or something like this. So this is how you will retrack your conversation and you will think about it again and again, and you will not be aware about your surroundings and you will feel lost. You will be sinking in your own thoughts. This is what it creates, and it takes you through whole the journey of overthinking. But during overthinking you might overeat as well. You might tend to eat without being conscious or without being aware about what you're doing. So your activities might go too, like, into the two domains. Like, it can be either too low or too high. So either you will under it or you will over it. And then this increases your stress level. You get anxious, okay, now what to do, what am I supposed to do? And then this is how you will feel, and you won't be able to give proper attention in your work. And then you will have trouble sleeping. As I said, your brain, you will feel it's not shutting off, and it is like, we have so much of chaos and we don't know how to calm that chaos. And then you will feel stuck at times, like, okay, I just don't know, thoughts are coming, it's repeating, but I don't know what to do. So here we don't implement into action and we just think, and this is where we feel like stuck. And you feel, oh my god, I'm not feeling good enough, my mood is upset, I'm this, I'm that. So this is how the whole pattern goes. Now, before we go, like how it affects emotionally, I would just like you all to take a pen and paper, or you can take colors, you can take whatever you want. We will see the technical part emotionally a bit later. First, we will do the activity. So, in this, the instruction is you have to draw a large bubble. Inside that thought bubble, you have to draw or write down your words, which actually represents your issues or worries you have faced or you might be facing right now. So it is just a 1 minute activity. I'm going to keep a timer, and within 1 minute, you all have to keep your pen aside. So let's do this. And it would be great if everyone would, try to show their videos so I can just see how you guys are doing it. So there is no compulsion, it's a choice. If you feel, you can turn on your video. So this is like a bubble. Inside that you have to write thought bubble, and there you can just dump your worries. You can just write about the issues and everything. I'll just set a timer right now, and it's a 1 minute. And I hope everyone are ready with pen and paper and colors or pencil or whatever you have. Can you just write yes or something for that? Okay, shall I proceed further? So I'm keeping a timer of 1 minute, and your time starts now. Okay, done. So your 1 minute ends over here. Would anyone wants to just share how was it like that 1 minute? Did you find it like it was really a small, like a very limited time you got just to write about your worries? You didn't even get time to think on it. Can you just tell me? Or would some of you like to show up your work? What have you written or what have you drawn or something like this? We have one hand raising.
Yes, Kriti, would you like to share your experience?
Sure, sir. May I?
Yes, please go ahead.
Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening.
Ma'am, actually, I would consider myself a pro in overthinking.
Okay.
And my fears are relationships, failure, weight issues, losing people because of my overthinking attitude, and getting the feeling of hatred by people, not becoming successful. And the biggest fear right now is my weight. So I'm gaining weight due to my overthinking.
All right. Yeah, so
Yes,
as
ma'am.
I said, you might either gain weight or you might lose weight. So it happens only in two variations, either this or that. There is nothing in between in this.
Right, ma'am.
Yeah. Would you like to show your thought bubble if you're okay?
Ma'am, actually, my handwriting is terrible.
Okay, it's okay. So it's all up to you. We are not
Yes,
here
ma'am.
to judge and all, but if you want to show your work.
Ma'am, I've just drawn a rough bubble, so how should I show it to you?
Sorry?
Ma'am, I've just drawn a rough bubble, and inside that I've written some words. So how should I show it to
Yeah,
you?
just like this, you just turn on your camera, we will just see your words.
Just a second, ma'am.
Yeah.
Ma'am, can you see me?
No.
Just a second. Ma'am, actually, I'm not able to reverse my camera.
Okay, no issue.
It's fine. Thanks, Kriti. Thanks for sharing, Kriti. That it was really nice of you to share. Let's move ahead to Ria. I think Ria's showing her work. So
Yes.
Ria, you can unmute yourself and share quickly.
Yes, sir.
Go ahead.
Yeah. So right now I am really overthinking because of my career options. Like,
All right. Thanks,
hello,
Ria.
can you hear me, sir?
Yes, Ria, we can.
Okay.
Thanks for sharing. And Sushmita, would you like to see one more?
Yeah.
Okay, let's do one last one. Shushti Chauhan, you can unmute yourself and yeah.
Thank you. The most important part of my overthinking journey is that how will other perceive me, like as a
Okay.
person, about my qualities, uh, and so and so.
All right.
Thanks
Okay.
for sharing.
Thank you
All of
so
y'all,
much.
yes.
Yeah. Thank you so much, everyone, for sharing your work and sharing like what you're going through, what you're feeling, so that that gives a clarity to us. Now, this 1 minute thought bubble, I just give you a time of 1 minute. The reason behind this is when I tell you, when I give you a space, okay, you have to write about your worries or issues. You might just go on and on wandering about around your thoughts, and you might not stick to something which is actually affecting you. And when it comes to a time constraint, the things which comes in your head, the things which pop ups in your head, it means that is the actual thing you are going through, which you want to identify and then you want to work on it. So this is the reason behind 1 minute timer for this activity. Now, as I said, this affects emotionally. So how does it affect emotionally, like overthinking and emotions? So how it is related, as I said, that you will feel anxious, you will feel low confident, and you will feel that you have fear, you have gained fear a lot, and then you might feel very tensed. So this is all emotionally you are affected. It's just one thought occurring everywhere. So this leaves impacts on all of the emotions, but you might not know, or you might feel it went unnoticed. So this is how first we need to see and identify. Now comes, how does this connect to our physical body? How mind and body has a connection. So when mind and body are closely connected, whatever thoughts you have, that is not only affecting your emotions, but that is also affecting your physical health. For example, if you are tensed, you might not feel like eating. So you will not eat anything, and then you will have, like, you will drain your energy, you will have lot of stress level, you will have fatigue. So these are the things you will feel physically. You might have nervousness in your stomach, you might feel that, okay, there is something wrong with my stomach, you might have heavy headache. So these are the things that will affect you physically. So mind just creates a feeling of tension in the body and heightened feelings in the body that leads to overthinking in the mind. This is how the mind and the thoughts are closely connected. This is how your thoughts appears the impact on your physical body. Now, to understand this, some might agree to this, some might not agree to this. So to understand this, what we can do, we can actually do a performer activity where you have to create just a outline hangman types a person, and then you have to think about the thought which leads to overthinking, which affects your thought pattern, and where do you feel that this thought pattern is actually feeling impact on your physical body. So if you feel, okay, this is giving me some headache, like not actually relieving my headache, or just it is very heavy, so you can just color around your head, and you can just write that this thought impacts me here on the physical health. You might feel tightness in your body or something, so you can just color, you can label, you can do anything. So this is how we will see how our mind and body has a connection. So I want everyone to have colors and paper with you ready and go for it. Like just draw a hangman or a simple stick man also, it's fine. And where you can just label. I'll just give 1 more minute. All right. Would anyone would feel would they want to share this, that they actually felt that the thought is leaving an impact on physical body? We have Srushti raising her hand.
Nikhil, you can unmute yourself.
Oh, yeah, okay. So I think I'm audible to everyone.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, okay. So means the chest area, I feel some heaviness there while I'm overthinking. And one thing is light tensioning of stomach area. Nothing sort of means depression or something, but I feel quite heavy in the chest area.
Right.
Yeah,
Thanks for
Thank
sharing,
you.
Nikhil.
sure, sure.
Okay. Isha, would you like to unmute yourself? And
I mean, I feel the tension in my head. My head feels congested and like it hurts a little. And yeah, I also feel my chest becomes heavy and tired. That's all.
thank you. Shivanand, you can please unmute yourself. Shivanand? Okay. Swati?
Hello.
Yes, Shivanand.
Uh, Hello. Good evening, sir.
Good evening. Go ahead.
नहीं, ज़्यादा सोचने से ये हो जाता है, कभी कभी नींद आना कम हो जाता, नींद कम होता है मेरे को।
करेक्ट बट आपको लगता कैसा है? आपको आपके बदन में, आपके बॉडी पे आपको किधर आपको फीलिंग्स आती है?
मैं कभी कभी ज़्यादा सोचता हूँ, मैंने रात में उठ जाता हूँ, फिर नींद नहीं लगता।
करेक्ट ओके thanks Shivanand. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Thank you for sharing. As you can see, Sushmita, that's would you like to speak to anyone else, or we can move ahead?
No, we can move ahead. So
Okay.
I understood, like, they have a lot of things going on in their head, and it is not only affecting their thoughts, or not only affecting their head, but that is also reflecting on their physical health. And which is actually, we don't feel good enough, we don't feel that what is happening with us is kind of very chaotic and it's not calm. So this becomes like, okay, if you are tired, you won't be able to focus on your work. If you have sleep issues, you won't be able to be active and work and go with your entire routine, entire day actively. So it kind of affects your whole day, whole phase, and it doesn't make you feel right. So we will come back, like, why all these things are important. This is to identify. So these activities will just help you identify, will just help you to track down your feelings, your thoughts, your emotions, and the impact of it. And then later we will see what to do with all these things. Now coming up to next, it is that this thoughts and everything we saw, it is affecting us emotionally, it is affecting us physically, it also affects us behaviorally. So behaviorally, it means we are not being conscious and we are just acting upon it. We are either getting angry, we are either throwing things, and we are just punching some bag or something so that we can exert our energy and we can release our stress in a way. But that is not very healthy, and that is not even helpful. That is just momentary. That just, you relieve your stress, you relieve your energy momentary. That is very temporary. But again, when you are calm and when you are sitting, you still have those things running over and over. So what do we do? How do we actually be mindful about it? How do we consciously act upon it? So our thoughts triggers our triggers our emotions, and those thoughts and emotions triggers our behavior. So here we will go with some activity where you have to take edible item, anything which is available in your house. So you might take chocolate, you might take wafer, anything. Whatever you take, that should be identical. It means that both the things should be same, and the quantity should be two. In this activity, it will bring you the consciousness. I'll show you how. So I would like, if you, this activity, you will all enjoy it, and I'm very excited for this activity. So I hope you all give me the same value and the same thing for this activity. So please, if possible, turn on your video, and if possible, come quickly with some edible items so that we can go ahead with the activity. So whatever edible item you have right now with you all have to eat it. The only one you have to eat, not the second one. So if you have a chocolate, you have to eat one chocolate. If you have a wafer or anything you have, you just have to eat one. Okay, I hope everyone are done eating doing the first part of the activity, that is by eating the one item. Now, just go with the instruction, and then later we will have interaction. For the second one, everyone just take your item in the hand, close your eyes, eat, and then follow my instruction. Feel the texture of the item you have had right now in your mouth. Feel the taste. See how hard or soft it is. Which memory does it take you to? Memory as in this chocolate or this wafer or anything which you are having right now. When did you have it? With whom did you have it? And what was the best experience when you had this with your loved ones? What is your memory? Do you connect it to your memory? And while connecting it to the memory, that might be good, that might be, frustrating, irritating, not good, but it's okay. So when you had this, what was the situation created? Does it give you happiness? Does it remind you of something? Does it give importance? Can you think of the flavor what you are having right now? What are the things, the ingredients that might be there in the particular item? Can you think of all those ingredients, or can you just feel those ingredients that, yeah, this thing is present in this chocolate or wafer? So the second time when you had, you actually saw all the tiny details of it. You enjoyed, you might have enjoyed the every bit of the item what you're having it. You, because you have analyzed everything, like the chocolate, the texture, the taste, the experience, with whom you have had, the situation, the memory related to it, like so many things. And you ate the chocolate the second time when you ate it with some consciousness. The first time maybe you might have just had it, okay, I ate it and it's done. So now we will move on to the poll questions. We will see how many people have enjoyed it, how many people have felt the difference, and also we will see whether the experience was good or bad for them. Because not necessarily all the good memories are only attached. You might have some not in your favor memories as well.
Absolutely. So there's a quick poll that is launched on your screens. So there are 4 questions. You answer all 4 of them quickly. Very simple questions. Just be honest about what you're feeling. And we are about 250 of us on here at present. So let's try to get everyone voting and get the pulse of the crowd. Awesome. 100 have already voted. Let's have the remaining of you do the same. There are 4 questions. You need to answer all 4, and then we can share and discuss. Okay, just last 15 seconds. Okay, awesome. So let's, Sushmita, should I share the results with everyone?
Yeah. Yes.
All right, here you go.
Yeah. So the first question was, which one did you enjoy the most? The first timer, the second timer, and you might have not felt any difference. So we got the maximum answers for the second timer, that yes, second timer, it was, they enjoyed the most because they might have seen the tiny details of it. The second is, the first time I did not notice the tiny details, but second one was detailed. Like I saw the one in perspective, a detailed perspective. In that also, most of the people agreed, like 67% of the population agreed to this. Then comes the first one, I just had it like without any emotion or feelings attached to it. But the second time, yes, it was more related to my memories, experiences. And for this also, 83% of the people said yes, that yeah, it's true. And the last is, the first one was less satisfactory than the second one. And here, most of the people said, yeah, agreed. So there are like people who might have disagreed, partially agreed also, and not agreed, and all for every question. So this is just, to make you aware about the things, what we do consciously and what we do unconsciously, and how it affects. So, as you know, many of them said that, yeah, when we were consciously enjoying it, when we were aware about our surroundings, we were aware about what we are doing it, they felt it more good. They felt it, that they had some connection with the feelings. So, this is how even our thought goes. When you focus on your thought, okay, if I have a thought called, I'm so stupid, from where did you start feeling this? So you have to give the tiny details to it. When was the first time I called myself that I am a stupid person? I'm just giving you an example, and this is a very common example. So, and then how you tend to overthink on this, that that person might think like, I'm not good enough, I'm not intellectually good, I'm this, and I doesn't look good, or my gestures. So, you might overthink everything. That person will not talk to me, that person will not tend to meet me, and I will lose friends, and that person will spread rumors about me. So, this is how you think, but you don't act upon it. And when you're not conscious, you just make a loop of thoughts. You don't give what do we so you don't give details to tiny things, that okay, this is how I started, because of this incident, I have developed this fear, and I have developed this, that I sound stupid, or I might this, but this is not my core belief, and this is not me, this is not exactly me. And then you might try to get the solutions also for it. So there are so many things how you can find the solution for all these thoughts, for all these feelings. Once you are consciously aware about it, you can work, because you are conscious and you accept those feelings. But if you are not accepting it, you might not have the acceptance to work towards it. So working happens only and only when you accept about it. So we will see how we can go further with some tips that can be helpful. As you all shared that, yeah, you have things affecting your physical health, your mental health, your emotionally, behaviorally, everything. So now let's see how we can actually break this habit. So first is let go of past. This is a very simple one. Like, it's very simple to hear this, but I know it is very, very tough when it comes to implementation. So first is let go of past, where what if and should have been done. Now, instead of thinking about the past, you cannot go back in the past and rectify your mistake. But you still have opportunity not to repeat it again. So we are not supposed to hold our past, we are supposed to relieve our past, but we can take some inferences, we can take some positivity out of it, and then we can work towards a better future. So, in this, you have to understand that the past cannot be changed. Instead, we have to learn from the mistakes we have actually made, or that disappoints us. So you just have to create few strategies. Okay, next time when I'm supposed to be in the same situation, how am I supposed to react? So you can have a role play also a day before, so that you feel confident when you are actually implementing it. Now you also have to think on that you can just change the meaning or the importance you give to it. If you give more and more importance to the issue you are facing, it will create more negative feelings in your body or in your head. So just see how much meaning and importance am I supposed to give, and then act upon it. So this is how you will have to work with let go of past. The second thing is ask yourself the right question. We tend to, we actually do not ask ourselves the right question. So when you're overthinking, you just ask, okay, why do I overthink? Or why do I have this kind of thought pattern? But you might not think about what am I supposed to do. You just think, okay, I am having this, why I am having this, I'm stuck, why, it is just why. So how you have to actually reframe your question so that it is helpful for you, because these questions are not helpful. So let's see how we can reframe these questions and that can be helpful for us. So instead of asking why am I overthinking, we can ask where these thoughts lead me to, where these thoughts actually take me to, and just give me the final result. So here when you think, okay, this actually takes me nowhere, this actually doesn't matter to me much, or this is just, I'm thinking because I have might have adapted, and I might have heard from someone, and that is why I have adapted it, but this is not what my core belief says. So you might come up with some clarity. So you have to ask where these thoughts lead me to, instead of asking why. So ask always the right question to yourself so that you can come up with some solution for it. Now we have again two things. Few things are in your control and few things are not in your control. So how you will act upon those situations, and when you have solution, how are you going to find the solution? So I have very good and classic example, as everyone, most of the people faces it. So I have taken a very basic and generic example. I'll tell you for what's in your control and what's not. So there is a scenario I have created where there are two girls. One is a topper and the second is average student. Like the one who scores average marks and the one is who scores really really good every time. So here, the one who is already scoring good, you might think, okay, why she will have overthinking pattern, why she will go into this, she is going to be carefree and all. But no, we might have few students who are topper but who might have this overthinking issue. And for the average one, yes, they do because they are very tensed for the results. So the one who is a topper, actually, she has a lot of challenges. She has a lot of career planning. She has a lot of efforts given, and she has a competition as well. So these are the things which triggers for the topper. And for every student, she has fear of failing. She has fear of facing everyone, like parents, their teachers, what are they going to say, fear of losing friends. So even that average student has a lot of issues facing. So let's see with the example how they overcome these issues when they actually are in the situation. I'm playing a video. Just let me know if it's clearly audible to all of you.
Hey, we are aware about these results are the result of efforts we have given during the exam. And even if you think or not, our result is not going to change.
Yes, what you are saying is absolutely true. So let's accept it and plan some strategies so that we can work towards it.
Let's ask the first question. What is the importance of result in our life? This question will actually clarify our thought.
The next thing we can do is, instead of comparing our results with others, let us compare with our previous results.
And now, after comparing, we actually figured out in which particular subject we need to put much effort so that we get a better result next time.
Hey, don't you think these thoughts are healthy and helpful? These thoughts help us grow and do not hold us back.
Also, instead of crying over about our uncertain future, we are trying to figure out our backup plans and strategies on how to accept and move on. And these strategies are helpful to secure our future, which is uncertain to us, and also help us put our efforts in the right direction.
I feel a bit relieved now and got some clarity and strategies. So let's work towards it.
Yes, so let's say together.
Bye bye.
Okay, so here they were discussing about how we can come out of this situation instead of crying on the same thing, instead of cribbing, okay, I'm going to fail or I'm going to lose marks or I'm going to lose my competitor. I have to face so much of things in my life. So, they came up with some backup plan because this is not in their control. The results, they just have to face it. Yes, the efforts were in their thing that they have put on all the efforts, but still results are in the hand of teachers. What marks they give according to your whatever you have written. So here they are coming up with questions like what is the importance of result in our life. So they clarify their thoughts. They clarify the importance. They give the importance to their thoughts. One might say, okay, the result doesn't matter, the knowledge matters. One might say, no, the result matters because I have to apply here in good university, so they just see the marks. So this is how they were clarifying their thoughts. They came up with something like, instead of crying, we will have a backup for our future, so that our future doesn't go uncertain or doesn't go something unplanned. So they were actually trying to plan, and they were trying to accept what they were going to face tomorrow. They doesn't know what is going to happen, so they were just getting prepared for it. So as you know, like things which are not in your control, you just have to kind of make yourself prepare for it. You have to accept it. As I said, once acceptance comes, when acknowledging comes, you will work towards it. And also, whenever you feel, you just have to acknowledge your feelings and thoughts. Yes, it's okay, I am having these thoughts. yes, it's okay. I am having these feelings. I have developed it. So if I have developed it, I can also cope and I can also deal with it. So instead of distracting ourselves and not actually facing it, just moving away from it, that thought will actually come behind you. But once you face it, you will be very sure because you're facing it now, and later again in future, if this appears, you will be like, yeah, I know how to face it. So that confidence will be gained in you. You will have a lot of easiness going on with the pattern. Now let's say this was something which is not in your control. Now let's say something which is in your control, like you have some solution for it. So here I have taken an example where two guys are talking about, actually one guy is talking about the interview thing. Like, I have given so many interviews, but I'm not just clearing it or cracking any of it, and they're just giving me one thing, and that is rejection. I have applied to so many interviews, but still I don't know, by some or the other reason they just reject me and they don't want me in their company. So if you get rejection once or twice, you are still okay, like, okay, it's only one or two company, I still have so many companies, or I still have so many opportunities. But when you get rejection from more than five or six companies, you tend to have this tension. Oh my god, what is going to happen in future? Am I secure enough, or am I not good enough to qualify for a job or something? Then you have lot of pressure going on in your head. Like, how am I going to tell my parents that I have studied but still I'm not getting any job? How am I supposed to face my friends? They are very good, they are qualified, they are very settled in their life, but I feel I'm very unsettled. So something like this. So how you can find some solution for this kind of situation, and how you can have like ease and not very pressurized, or not harming yourself or being harsh on yourself. So let's see one more video and the strategy they are using it.
You know what? Every time I'm being rejected, my interviews aren't going well, and I don't know why this is happening.
Since how long this is happening? How many interviews have you given yet?
It's been months. I'm not saying about one or two interviews. I have given a lot of interviews.
Okay, so let's track your pattern so that we can come to know where you are stuck. I would like to know your preparations before you go for the interview.
I prepare by asking questions which is frequently asked. I do rehearsal in front of mirror and work on my confidence level.
And what kind of job role do you prefer?
Yeah, so obviously what I have studied, I find job related to my field. Okay.
See, what I have noticed is you practice on the things which are frequently asked and not on your skills. And the job role which you are finding, that is related to your field. But what about your interest and skills?
Yeah, the point seems valid. I haven't considered this.
Now, instead of saying I'm stuck in my career, go for the approach where you feel you're more engaged in your work, and then make a plan to expand your skills, to expand your network, and look for opportunities for a better career. And if you find something of your interest and go for the interview, your answers, your gestures will be bold and confident enough, and that might reduce the ratio of getting rejection.
Yes, what you are saying makes more sense. And I would like to give a shot for this. Thank you so much.
So, let's say together, bye
Bye
bye,
bye,
overthinking.
overthinking.
Okay, so in this video they just figured out, like, that person was just practicing, and that person was just saying, okay, why am I getting rejection? Maybe because I'm not expressive enough. So that person was actually in front of mirror rehearsing it before he goes to the interview, but have not find out about the interest, the skills, and just giving the interview according to the field. Okay, if I have done something in this field, so these are the only opportunities I have. But that person, once you come to know about your interest, your skills, and then you explore accordingly. That, yeah, I want something, some work in which I feel more engaged. I want something related to communication. So something like this, and then you find it out. The ratio of rejection might reduce because you are putting your efforts and you are seeing everything in the right direction, and you have some sort of direction. So this is how they thought about to go. And instead of feeling that I'm stuck in my career, they thought of using the approach to expand their skills, to focus on the skills and interest, to see if this kind of skill and interest I have, which network am I supposed to approach, how am I supposed to build a network, and how am I supposed to look for opportunities for my better career. So that if you know that you are applying somewhere of your own interest, your confidence, your boldness, everything will shoot up. You will be very confident enough to go and talk about it. So this will reduce the ratio of rejection. So this is how you are supposed to function instead of feeling I'm stuck. So again, this is not the right thing to say. I'm just stuck in my career. If you say this, you won't come up with any solution. You won't come up with any backup plans. But if you say, okay, what am I supposed to do? How, in which direction am I supposed to put my efforts? So this is how you will get some clarity and you will start functioning towards it. Now, it's a simple strategy, it's a last strategy. I would just like to share this. When you say I'm stuck, so this word itself has converted into a strategy. Everyone like says stuck, stuck. So let's see how positive this word we can take it as. So where S stands for stop. Take a pause. First, be calm enough, redirect your mind to your breath. So when you are calm, you function well. But when you are in a chaos, or when you are angry, or when you are messed up, you might not think anything, in a right pattern. You will always have a pattern of negativeness. You will feel, okay, everything is going wrong, there is nothing right and all. So take a pause for a while. And once you are calm enough, you will think in a positive way and you will actually try to think qualitative. Then second comes tell. As I said, tell yourself which emotion you are stuck on. For example, okay, I feel very anxious, so just say, okay, I allow myself to feel that emotion. I accept, I acknowledge my feeling that yes, I am feeling anxious. Now, second, why am I feeling anxious? Write down the answer for it. Because of this situation, or because if this comes in front of me, I just get anxious. Then come, okay, next time before I represent the situation, or I just go into the situation, what steps can I take so that I'm not that anxious enough? So slowly and gradually the ratio of your being anxious will reduce. So today you're 50%, next time maybe you're prepared. So you're preparing yourself, and then you're facing a situation that might reduce to 5 to 10%. So this is how you have to take step one by one step, and gradually. Then comes you, that is uncover. So here you just have to make the list. As I said, in a thought bubble, we made a list of what are the things which triggers us. Now, one by one, pick up those issues and see. Ask yourself and investigate. Are these 100% true? Are these my own belief, or I have adapted it? Do I believe in them? When did I start believing in them? When did it start occurring to me? So this is how you have to find out the possible reasons. For example, as I said, I give you an example of I feel stupid. But why do I feel stupid? It's because people are saying me, or it's because actually I am feeling it. So I might come up with possible reasons, like, okay, when I talk in front of everyone, I might not sound very intellectual, and other people might sound that, and they laugh in front of me. So that's why I feel stupid. If someone talks about my height or something, I feel stupid. So this is how you have to come up with some reasons. Why do you feel such? And then see, is this 100% true? Does your height really matter? If it matters, where does it matter? So this is how you will get the clarity. And this is how your the pattern will reduce and will have like a focus. Okay, what are the things which is actually not important and I'm still focusing on, and things which is important and I'm focusing on. So you have to bifurcate this. Then comes to the consider. Here, this is the point where you will feel unstuck, because here you will start preparing your strategies. So consider, recognize and see what are the viewpoints which can be helpful for you. What are the viewpoints which you can actually implement, not just by writing it as a strategy, but which is actually possible for you to implement. Also, write in which time span I will implement. Maybe in 5 weeks, maybe in 5 months, maybe in 6 months, maybe in 1 year. So write down the viewpoints which can actually help you to implement it. Implementing just for the sake of writing. Now, the last thing is, be kind, be compassionate to yourself of having gotten stuck in the overthinking. Okay, I got it. Yes, I accept it. It's okay to feel such. It's not only me who does it. It's there are most of people who are in the same situation or who are facing the same thing. So be compassionate, not like this. Okay, like don't be harsh on yourself. How can you feel such? Like this is not something to be felt, and you are so stupid to feel such, and this is not very good what you're feeling. So don't be harsh. Be okay, be kind, and be compassionate. So please love yourself, and don't be harsh, and don't say ki, no, this is not you're supposed to feel. You can feel. It's okay. But don't worry, you still have the coping mechanisms. And if you feel something really, really, that it's a big issue going on, so you can anyway seek professional help from professionals, like any mental health practitioners nearby you or in your contact. And I have few things which you can actually try at home. So just take a look. It is kind of same, but still this will give you some kind of clarity. So use this space to write down the clutter going on in your mind, which will actually first get it out of your head, and secondly will give you a visual presentation, like okay, these are the things I have to work on. Because in mind, if you think अभी हम कुछ सोच रहे उसी में ना दूसरी चीज भी आ जाएगी, and then you kind of get distracted. So here you will have some kind of clarity and you won't distract. And then next, what you have to do, you have to circle out the things which you want to clarify and which you want to solve it first. So circle those things, and then see what are the strategies you can take and how you can relieve your anxiety, you can relieve your stress, you can address this, and you can actually see how does it even matter to you. So this is you can do when you are at your own pace, and you can take a lot of time to do this. So that's why I wrote like these are the things you can try it at home. And I thank each one of you. So thank you so much for spending your Sunday evening to this talk. And I hope it was a qualitative one and helpful for everyone. So thank you everyone for your support, for your love. And Karan and Nicole, thank you so much for organizing this in such a beautiful way, so that I don't have any issues in between and it went very smooth. So thank you so much. And
Thanks. Sorry, go ahead. Sorry.
So this is Zisto, my Instagram handle. Like I run this Zisto, and you can just connect me through this email ID or Insta handle if you want to connect to me further. And whatever work you have done today on paper, if you would like to share, you can either share it to Karan or DM me so that we can post it as a story of our today's event. Thank you so much, everyone, for the support again.
Absolutely, and thanks, Sushmita. I think that was a really enlightening session for sure, because I think it's something that we really all of us really do face, but we're not able to understand how we get out of this stuck situation. And I think it's really nice that you were able to provide us with the tools to do the same. So I'm just going to share our screen and take us through how they can connect with us, because the people have a lot of questions. So let's help them with that. And so like Sushmita said, you can connect with her on her Instagram handle, as well as where we are on Instagram, Enlightened Sapiens. Tag us with your pictures. Many people asked if there's a place where we can talk about these issues, and yes, we do. It's a self-care community on Facebook where Sushmita is going to be part of that, and you can actually raise your concerns, raise what you're feeling as a community. We are all here together. We are going to talk about this, and until we have a better place, we of course have this Facebook group, which is a safe space where we can talk about these issues. You can tag both of us also, or DM us. It's whatever you're comfortable with. You have her email ID as well, and the idea is that if you can't figure the way out, the community can help you or a professional can help you. So definitely do reach out in whatever fashion you want. And the session, of course, is on YouTube, as you can see. It will be available till tomorrow. But we also have a lot of our past sessions on our YouTube channel. So you can head out there, and the last week whoever was there for our last week's session on Ayurveda, it's premiering today. Right after this, it's going on YouTube live. So if y'all want, y'all can head on right over after this session, and we can view the important parts of the session and core concepts of what Ayurveda is and how we can use it to enhance our life. So join us right after this on YouTube live. The link is of course on shared, and of course join us for our upcoming sessions this whole month. This whole month we are doing self-care. So today Sushmita was kind enough to take us through what overthinking is. Next weekend we've got a topic on how we enhance our well-being and how to make sure that our mind and body is aligned and we have a good routine going forward. We have a virtual campfire, time management, how to manage our time. And on the 20th of December, I've not revealed it yet. It's a very special one. It's the last event of the year. And we're keeping that in-house, and we're going to help you with a roadmap to trying to achieve everything in 2021. So stay tuned for these sessions. It's all free. So join us for any of the ones that you think will help you. And would love to see you for these future sessions. And like you guys know, we've been helping people, with these sessions. If you all feel you all have a skill, you all have knowledge, you all have someone who has the knowledge, or you all think we can do better, just reach out to us. We are all about a community. We're all about collaborating. Just reach out to us in any form, on Instagram, on email, and contribute with whatever knowledge that you have. And if you like, to keep us going and make sure we reach more people, what we are doing today, we continue doing and reach more people. You can also contribute with any amount. It will go in making us reach more people and having more such sessions free, of course. So the links will be shared again on the chat and in the email. So do join us for that. And yeah, like I was telling you all, this whole month is about understanding ourselves and trying to make sure that 2021 goes as per what we want to do. So we have an ES Unplugged challenge, which is on Instagram, where we're telling people to pause, like Sushmita said, the first step, and in the stuck, and it's just to stop, right? And for us to remove time to do the things that we want. Whether we say we want to lose weight, we want to meditate more, we want to garden more, paint more. We're going to try to help you do that, but the first step is to stop, right, and reflect, and that's what we're doing. So join us for the ES Unplugged challenge, which is there this week. And as I said, we hope to see you for future sessions. And Sushmita, thanks again for this really lovely session. And thank you all for being here, taking part, and making time for yourselves. So thank you once again, all of you. Okay. And like you said, I'll see you in about 5 minutes on YouTube live with the previous Ayurveda session, understanding what Ayurveda is. So thanks again, and see you all very soon.